going on, YouTubers? My name is Robert Serrano Jr. I am the Natural Born Thriller, and welcome everyone to All In Review, the show from September 1st, 2018. And this was what comes to independent wrestling, the indie wrestling, the biggest independent wrestling show ever. It was sponsored by Cracker Barrel, which we'll get to more of that when we get to that Chicago street fight. Also sponsored by Hot Topic, Pro Wrestling Tees, and TGI Fridays. And they were at Hotman State, Illinois, in Chicago, at the venue of Sears Central. And the attendance, when it comes to selling out All In, they sold 10,000 tickets. However, according to the attendance record here, All In, even though they sold 10,000 tickets, they managed to get 11,263 wrestling fans in attendance. And I say that very loosely when it comes to wrestling fans. Doesn't matter if you're a fan of WWE, All Japan, New Japan, Lucha Underground, Triple A, which is the Lucha Libre promotion, Impact Wrestling, NWA, Ring of Honor. Just a few I could name when it comes to being wrestling fans of those different federations. And why do I say that? Well, maybe start off by saying this. For those who watch All In by paying, putting money out of their pockets and give it to those that made All In a success, props to you. And when it comes to those who didn't pay and still watched it and still thought this was they still enjoyed the show, more power to you. But I believe that y'all should pay for it because it was worth it. Y'all should pay for it in my opinion. But for those who still watched it, by stealing when it comes to getting the link to it and watching and all, whatever links y'all find, if you watched it live or you watched it on your after it was over and it was up there for you could download it instead of paying for it and watch it, and you still enjoyed it. Still enjoyed it for what it was. I'll give you half props, but the other half, shame on you. You should have paid for it. Me, I clicked buy on Fight TV to watch it, and all I can say is, besides the Joey Ryan stuff, it was worth it. Worth money spent. $40 plus tax that I paid. Basically, when it comes to All In, when it comes to who was on the show, despite the fact that I don't like Joey Ryan, here's my money. I took money out of my own pocket to give it to All In, and all I wanted in return was a great show. And in my opinion, it was a great show. I'll let you know about my ratings, when it comes to the show overall, and also when it comes to the star ratings, in the way of Dave Meltzer's star ratings too as well. But for those who didn't watch the show and just wanted to hate the show for no reason, I say to those fans, you have no right to talk about the show. You have no right to hate the show. You have no right to have an opinion about the show. If you hate it, just to hate it. Now, why I came on here, I wanted to do a rant to those people, like a Wrestling Jesus, like a Charlie Rant King, like a for those like a Cringe City, by the way, I want to say that too. I remember, one of his insults, what comes to, to the asylum and to me. Oh, no one wants that indie crap and everything. Well, All In with the tickets are sold out of 10,000 seats, and by adding more into it, says otherwise. People that pay to watch this pay-per-view, All In, says otherwise. And also shout out to Rectify for calling out Crimson City for that one too. And Rectify, I hope you're watching. Shout out to you. And George, if you're watching this too, shout out to you. I know pretty sure you'll be watching it eventually. And to A09, you know who you are. Shout out to you if you're watching too. And shout out to Asylum if they're watching this too. And shout out to any of you as well that did watch All In and that are praising and giving credit where credit is due to All In. Unlike these haters that just want to hate. And I'm not gonna say only WWE fans are hating this, but there are some people that are not WWE fans that are hating this too. Because All In did something that was took as a challenge, and they succeeded. Challenge was accepted, and they beat that challenge. And by that, again, for those that wanted to hate the show for doing what they did, again, you have no right to hate it. You have no right to hate them. You have no right you had no right to have an opinion about it, because I bet for those who are hating it, that watched it, they didn't even pay for it. Let alone they didn't even want to give it given them the time of day to even to watch the entire show. And basically, what I said before, I was gonna do a rant to open up this thing, this monologue, I guess you would intro, whatever. But I'm saying myself, what's the point? These people that's gonna hate the indies, that's gonna hate All In, that's gonna hate other things other than whatever they like, that's in their bubble. They had no common sense. There's no point of arguing or ranting to those that has no common sense. And even when we tried to put some common sense into them, they judge you, they will hate on you, they will disrespect you, they will trash talk you, they will shame you for liking something that they enjoy watching. Instead of watching things that they don't like to watch, they don't enjoy watching. And for those that live that life, that want to hate things, that want to hate people for liking this, it's those type of people I don't want to hang out with. And then when it comes to some people saying that hates the show, that did not like the show, they're saying, so what if they sold out and everything, and so what, and it was a great show. It's not a competition to WWE. It's not gonna compete against WWE. That's not the point. Well, All In was not the point. Was not a point of to compete against WWE, or let alone to go up against WWE. Because if you listen to a podcast, if you pay attention on what All In was all about, you will know why All In did what they did was what came to be impossible to become impossible. And with that being said, let me get to that right now. So it happened back in May of 2017, last year, that a fan from the Wrestling Observer newsletter, a fan, I meant to say, who asked a Wrestling Observer newsletter in Dave Meltzer, who is a journalist, on Twitter, about if Ring of Honor could sell out 10,000 tickets Mel, and then Meltzer replied by saying, "Not anytime soon," and that's the Ring of Honor at the time. So and Cody Rhodes, working for for Ring of Honor and for New Japan and all that when it comes to partnerships and everything. Cody Rhodes took that as a challenge, along with the Young Bucks, Nick and Matt Jackson. So they decided to do an all, to to do a show called All In, and to see if they can sell out arenas. Based on their popularity when it comes to what they do outside of a mainstream wrestling, and they did it because on March 5th of this, I think it was of this year, if I'm not mistaken. Well, it was back in January 10th, 2018. They announced the event that's going to take place for All In, and then on March 5th, they reviewed the location for it, and they said they're gonna have some indie wrestlers that's gonna be included to that show, like a Pentagon Junior, or Phoenix, Okada, Justin Blanchard, Jay Lethal, Chelsea Green, Marty Skrull, Hangman Adam Page, and also when it comes to the Starcast, a podcast group like a Jeff Jarrett, Eric Bischoff, Bruce Pritchard, Diamond Dallas Page, and whatever have you. By the way, I didn't even know that Diamond Dallas Page even have a podcast, And then on May 13th, within under, or should I say, within less than 30 minutes, tickets sold out. So they did it at the time. They did it. They sold out 10,000 seats, and then they managed to fit in more into the arena. Basically, 1,263 more were added into the arena. Now, when it came to the build of the show, when it comes to the list of matches that was on there, I didn't pay attention to it. I didn't care for it because all I wanted was some matches that I wanted to see on the card, and some matches that some people may never seen before, some wrestlers that never wrestled each other before, to happen, and it did. That's all I wanted from that one too, and I got it. And basically the point was for All In was, because Dave Meltzer just said that not anytime soon, that doesn't matter if you are Cody Rhodes, if you are a Young Bucks that's selling a lot of merchandise and there are fan favorites that are popular with the fans and everything, they can't sell out tickets, for that much, 10,000 tickets and everything, and they accepted the challenge, and look what happened, they succeeded. And of course you got these fans that are against this, that said at first they said it's going to fail, it's never going to happen, it's not going to draw. Well, look what happened with that, And after watching the show, wow, they really did do it. A lot of wrestling fans, doesn't matter if you're WWE, Lucha Underground, Impact Wrestling, New Japan Wrestling, All Japan Wrestling, it doesn't matter. Ring of Honor, NWA, they done it. And for those that want to say that that still want to hate on indie wrestling, just to hate on it again, because they say it's not WWE. And you know what? One of the main reasons that people want to watch All In is because it's not WWE. And I'm not going to say much about that, other than if you don't like it, don't watch. Like how you always told on when it comes to WWE fans, telling on these other people that that crap on WWE when it comes to their product and everything that they do on the show. The whole thing of if you don't like it, don't watch. Well, we're now it's our turn to say it back to you. If you don't like what the indie wrestlers are doing, don't watch and don't even talk about them. Handle your business, and we'll handle our business. It was never, and All In was never about competing against WWE. It was never about having a competition against WWE. It was about proving Dave Meltzer wrong about selling out, they could sell out tickets, and they did. It was about putting out a great pay-per-view event that All In did, despite the Joey Ryan thing. Again, I'll get to that when I get to it. But yeah, and then you got these fans, that's saying that All In is no competition to WWE. That All In is not going to compete against WWE. That's again, that wasn't the point. No one was saying that at the time either. That with this All In event, it's going to be a competition against WWE. That's not what people are saying. And then it doesn't help either when a fan tweeted to Cody Rhodes because Cody Rhodes wanted to make an announcement, and this was days after All In, an announcement that he, I think he's going to be facing. Well, I'm not going to mention that now. I'm going to get to the review when I get to it, but then you got this fan. I think it was named Chad something, I don't remember. But he said something about, All In Part 2 is going to have it during WrestleMania weekend. And it's to the effect of Mr. McMahon is shaking in his boots. That fan is a huge problem when it comes to wrestling fans. Because again, he doesn't get the point about what All In was all about. So what did Cody Rhodes did? He said to that person to unfollow him, please. And I agree. Fact. He should unfollow him. And another thing, All In, it's not about competing against WWE. Fact. It's just to show that All In can put out a great wrestling promotion, a pay-per-view show, to say the least, But yeah, that's all I want to say. I'm sorry for that long monologue. But let's get to the show itself now. Now, the pre-show, the All In 0 Hour, which I did a live reaction to. Now I couldn't find out how to watch it at the time because I've been working every day. I don't know the full details of it, and I should have known. But while looking at social media, I know that. But at the same time, when it comes to social media, during around that time too, I'll try to avoid any type of spoilers when it comes to events that I haven't watched yet. When it comes to wrestling shows I haven't watched yet. So, but basically, they did a pre-show, their own pre-show, called All In 0 Hour, which it was on WNG America. In fact, let me double check if that was the network. Yeah, WGN America. It was they did the All In 0 Hour pre-show, and they had another pre-show too as well, which is on the Fight TV. When it comes to the build-up, what comes to Cody Rhodes versus Nick Aldis for the NWA's World Championship, which was very nice and well done. 19 minutes of it. Go on your way to watch it if you can, and then you go watch All In after that. But yeah, I thought that was a great pre-show to build up of their title match, which I thought was going to be the main event. We'll get to that later too. But the pre-show itself, when it comes to the matches, it opened up with Cody Rhodes and the Young Bucks, Nick and Mac Jackson, and they say welcome to All In, and they say we need fireworks, right? So they went for a counter for fireworks, and it didn't go off, and they tried it again, and it went off this time. I mean, they were cheap fireworks and all that, and then smoke, pyros going up and all that, but it is what it is. Um, and then they brought out Road Warrior Animal to ride his motorcycle, not on the stage, but like off, basically coming from you know between the stage and the crowd. It was cool to see Road Warrior Animal though, and better fit too because Road Warrior Animal from Chicago, Illinois. So yeah. Um, and then they talk about and basically Cody Rhodes and Young Bucks start plugging Hot Topic and Pro Wrestling Tees after that too. But as far as commentators, you had Don Collins, you had Excalibur, I think that's I'll just say his name. Excuse me. And you had Ian, Rika Bonnet. Basically, the commentary, Ian is from Ring of Honor, who's a commentator on there. Don Collins, y'all know, obviously you know who Don Collins is. He used to be in WWE at one point. He used to commentate with Kevin Kelly at New Japan Pro Wrestling, and now he's a commentator with Josh Matthews on Impact Wrestling. As far as this other guy, Excalibur, I really don't know much about him, but I will eventually. He's a luchador basically, but he speaks perfect English. Basically looks like a luchador because he's wearing a luchador mask and all that, but still. But I'll find out more about him though. But yeah, they were your main commentators basically on the show. So, the first match that opened up the pre-show was SoCal Uncensored, Frankie Kazarian and Scorpio Sky. And Scorpio Sky was dressing up like he's looking like Apollo Creed with his red, white, and blue American flag trunks he was wearing. And they go up against the Ring of Honor World Tag Team Champions, Jay and Mark, the Briscoes. And it's a tag team match, but it wasn't for the titles though. And it lasted 12 minutes and 33 seconds. And the match itself was pretty damn good. It was a very good opening pre-show match. When it comes to SoCal Uncensored versus the Briscoe brothers, or the Briscoes. For those, there's an old school tag team named the Briscoe brothers, and Gerald and Jack Briscoe. What's going on, John? Thanks for watching. But as far as like I said, the match itself, it was a good, a very great opening pre-show match that they did. So during the match, Jay Briscoe going for the Jay Driller. I mean Jay Driller meant to say, excuse me. And then Mark Briscoe with a Froggy Bow elbow drop on the Frankie Kazarian for a near fall because Scorpio Sky got right in there in the nick of time to save the match. And the Briscoes tried to execute the springboard doomsday device, but then Frankie Kazarian. Frankie Kazarian, but then Scorpio Sky comes for the save. And then Frankie Kazarian counters that move for a power slam and gets a 3 count in the win. So yeah, SoCal Uncensored, SCU, that's their initials too, by the way. They win the match. And great opening tag team match that they did. John. My next video is Charlotte. The reason why Charlotte is because my subscribers requested. Good for you, man. Now back to All In. Next we get to another pre-show match. It's the 19 men over the budget battle royal to determine the #1 contender to the Ring of Honor World Champion Jay Lethal on the main show of All In. This match lasted 17 minutes and 6 seconds. So your participants in the match was Moose, Brandon Cutler, Chucky T, Trent Beretta, Rocky Momura, Cheeseburger, The Hurricane, Ethan Page, Tommy Dreamer, Jimmy Jacobs. I'll get to him momentarily. Punishment Martinez, Austin Gunn, the son of Billy Gunn, who's also in this match, Billy Gunn, Marco Stunt, Brian Cage, Jordan's Grace, excuse me, Coco Cabana, Bully Ray, and some luchador. I already forgot the name that the next man mentioned on his review. When it comes to All In, which by the way, the next man also enjoyed that show too. Other than the Joy Ryan thing, but yeah, there's some luchador in a green yellow type of outfit, and earlier, the beginning of the match, he got put to a table by Bully Ray, powerbombed him into a table. So he was out of the match for a little while, and he never entered in the ring either. Well, actually, I think he did, if I'm not mistaken. But still, when it comes to the battle royal, over the top rope you get eliminated. And you could go through the ropes, you could go under the ropes, and you won't be eliminated. You're good. You good, and that's what happened in this match too. So, one moment. All right, let me mention some here, folks. Okay, sorry about that. Now, back to this. So the battle royal itself. Moose, who's working as a babyface, because for those who don't know, Moose right now on Impact Wrestling is a heel. Right. Even though, to me, I feel like it's bad timing. Because, and I get it, Impact Wrestling is taped and all that, but still. Whatever. Brandon Cutler. I don't remember who he was in the match. But I think, if I'm not mistaken, I think he had some kind of wearing some long pants, tights, and all that. I think that was him, Brandon Cutler. Tricky T and Trent Barella, who are called the Best Friends as a tag team. So whenever they do a hug. And then also the camera zooms out. Yeah, that's the thing, by the way, when it comes to Trent Barella and Tricky T, because they're the best friends. They do a hug thing, and then yeah. But whatever. And fans enjoy that though. So, Rocky Moreira, he was going crazy in this match. When it comes to his whining clothesline, and he's not stopping doing that and all that. He's known to do that in New Japan Pro Wrestling too as well. Cheeseburger. I didn't realize that Cheeseburger was in the match. And then when I realized it was him, I see myself, what the hell he did with his hair? Oh, it was ridiculous, The Hurricane, he chokeslammed Punishment Martinez, who's a big guy, by the way. Punishment Martinez is a big guy. I'll get to him momentarily. But yeah, Hurricane. I think Hurricane also chokeslammed Brian Cage, if I'm not mistaken. I don't think he did. Actually, I don't think he did. I think he chokeslammed someone else. I can't remember who it was though. I think it was Ethan Page. I don't remember, but speaking of Ethan Page was known as Chandler Park in Impact Wrestling, a failed gimmick, by the way. He was there, and yeah, I thought he was all right in the match, but whatever. Tommy Dreamer, he was wearing polka dots because in tribute to the late great American Dream Dusty Rhodes, and also part of the Nightmare Family faction or group, what you want to say, the entourage. But I'll get to that later. Jimmy Jacobs was wearing a princess outfit because his gimmick is that he's the princess. I did not enjoy that, and on top of that, it was awkward to watch him wrestle in the princess outfit. And then I saw him do the Final Shuffle to take a shot at John Cena. Which, by the way, when he did the Final Shuffle, he did it 10 times better than John Cena has ever done in his entire career. And he tried to do the pedigree, but then he got eliminated from the match though. Punishment Martinez. For those who don't know who Punishment Martinez is, you see if you see Baron Corbin in WWE when he had the long hair, that's what Baron Corbin should have been when it comes to Punishment Martinez. If Punishment Martinez was in WWE and in the role of Baron Corbin, WWE will be pushing Punishment Martinez on the card instead of The way they're booking Baron Corbin right now. Just saying, because Punishment Martinez is more. I think he's more bigger than Baron Corbin, and he's an amazing athlete. An amazing athlete. Austin Gunn was wearing one of Billy Gunn's Mr. Rad's wrestling tights. I think it was the pink one that he wore, and then Billy Gunn was wearing his own Mr. Rad's tights and everything. Marco Stunt, a small guy. Look at he's a 12-year-old with bushy hair, and yeah, he was just there. I mean, some fans did enjoy seeing him for whatever reason. Maybe because he could be a as an underdog, whatever. I don't know. But to me, I like just get him out there, right? Luckily he did by Bully Ray, but later on though he lasted long. Brian Cage, y'all already know who Brian Cage is all about. He's not a man, he's a machine. You already know how he is. But Jordan Grace, the only woman, yes, you heard me right, folks, the only woman in this battle royal, and by looking at her, she was impressive. And on top of and the reason I say it too is because she's like almost like a Michael Elgin type of thing, where she's wearing a singlet. She's like a power. I think she's a powerhouse by the looks of her. And on top of that, she went up against Brian Cage in this match, and she eliminated Brian Cage. Brian Cage eliminated by a woman. Wow, I didn't see that coming. But yeah, Jordan Grace, she took crap for no man in this match. Colt Cabana was in this match, Chicago's own. And helped him with Bully Ray. Bully Ray was, wherever some cool spot was going on in this battle royal, Bully Ray was always there to spoil that moment. And the crowd hated him because of that. Which, by the way, it calls for it because Bully Ray is now a heel. If you haven't been watching Ring of Honor lately. So basically, we all thought Bully Ray has won the match, by the way. And by the way, this is the order of elimination, by the way. Moose, Brandon Cutler, Chucky T, Trent Beretta, Rocky Mamura, Cheeseburger, The Hurricane, Ethan Page, Tommy Dreamer, Jimmy Jacobs, Punishment Martinez, Austin Gunn, Billy Gunn, Marco Stunt, Brian Cage, Jordan Grace, Colt Cabana, and we all thought Billy Ray was the one who won. But keep in mind, earlier at the beginning of the match, Billy Ray took out that luchador outside the ring through a table. He recovered later on. He gets in the ring, he goes at the Billy Ray, he unmasks himself, and it's Flip Gordon from Ring of Honor. What? Now his story with that one. Flip Gordon was supposed to be not part of All In. Basically, Cody Rhodes said that he's all out. He's not welcome to his promotion. But then they did a storyline on YouTube. I did a show called Being the Elite, where Brandy Rose likes Brandon Flip Gordon, even though she knows that Cody Rhodes can't stand this guy. But I don't remember much about it, but basically they did a show about that, but that he's not gonna be part of it and everything, and he was gonna find a way to get on the show, and he did. He ended up being describing himself as some kind of luchador or whatever, and he wins it, and because he won it, he's going to face Jay Lethal for the Ring of Honor World Championship on the main card of All In. And by the way, when it comes to this battle royal, very entertaining battle royal. One of the most entertaining battle royals I've ever seen over the years, in my opinion. Loved it. So when it comes to the pre-show itself, 2 thumbs up. I enjoyed it. But we're not done yet, there, folks. We got more to come to cover. As we get to the main card of All In. Now, before I do, John, Bully Ray is so good as a heel. Yes, he is. He is indeed. It's a damn shame that WWE never went all the way with his heel run as a singles wrestler. You know what I mean? But whatever. But anyways, let's get to the main card. Oh yeah, I should mention too, by the way. When it comes to the over the budget battle royal, was there. He was there on commentary to watch the show. You know, the pre-show basically of that match. I just want to mention that, by the way. Dalton Castle from Ring of Honor, a former Ring of Honor World Champion. In my for those who didn't know about that. But anyways, now let's get back to the show. So oh yeah, when it comes to the ring announcers, Justin Roberts, yes, former WWE ring announcer Justin Roberts was part of All In as the ring announcer, and Ring of Honor's ring announcer Bobby Cruz was there. And he has some other referees too on the show, like for example, Paul Turner from Ring of Honor, Rick Knox from Lucha Underground, and Tosh and Claire from Ring of Honor as well. And as far as your referees, I'll get to them when I get to those matches. But the opening match we had was Matt Cross, better known as Son of Havoc in Lucha Underground, versus MJF, which is his, the full name is, the full initial of it is Maxwell Jacob Friedman, or Friedman. I think that's say it. And basically, when it comes to MJF, I'm like saying to myself, he looks so familiar. Why does he look familiar? Because I remember watching a clip on YouTube about him, and I see myself, he looks so familiar. Where I see him from? John. JoJo is not bad ring announcer. Whatever. It's whatever. But when it comes to her, 4 out of 10. When it comes to a ring announcer, as far as the looks, 10 out of 10. Just saying. Anyways, match lasted 9 minutes and 23 seconds. This opening match between these two was freaking good. And credit to where credit's due to MJF. He's one of those special type of heels that you see in the old days of wrestling. He's an old school heel in the new school of wrestling. Because the new school heel basically. Wow, this guy's so freaking good, and he's a very good wrestler too. Someone on YouTube compare him as The Miz. I think he's better than The Miz. Because he's not in WWE. That's part of the reason why I say that. It's part of the reason why I say that. Because if he was in WWE, there will be a competition between the Miz versus MJF. And MJF was pretty damn good as a wrestler and as a heel. If you haven't heard about this guy, MJF, Maxwell Jacob Friedman, check him out, look him up. You will not be disappointed. But yeah, this match itself was pretty damn good. And in the end, Matt Cross wins the match with the Shooting Star Press, if I'm not mistaken. Let me see. And that was also his finishing move in Ring of Honor as well. I mean, not Ring of Honor. I meant to say Lucha Underground as Son of Havoc. Yeah, he ends up with the Shooting Star Press. And Matt Cross wins the match, and it was a fun opener for the main card of All In. Next match we get Christopher Daniels with Frankie Kazarian and Scorpio Sky. As Christopher Daniels was acting like old school Christopher Daniels from TNA. What comes to what comes to him being bad influence. Doing this dancing thing and all that. Because when it comes to him being a Ring of Honor as the veteran, a general, he always comes out with a general costume and everything, and then looks all serious and everything. This time he came out looking like bad influence Christopher Daniels, old school Christopher Daniels basically. When it comes to having fun, having a good time, That's the Christopher Dance I miss seeing, and he did that on this show, which is good. But Frankie Kazarian and Scorpio Sky, they were just there to just accompany him, and then they left. And then you got his Christopher Daniels' opponent, which is Stephen Amell from the show Arrow, who plays Green Arrow, and he was being accompanied by Josh Sagara. I don't know much about him, but he was just to accompany him, and then he left too. But the match lasted between Christopher Daniels and Stephen Amell, 12 minutes and 30 seconds. I'll be honest with you folks, this match was a little sloppy, but at the same time, it still ended up being pretty good for what it was. Because Stephen Amell, he's not an experienced wrestler. He's just an actor playing wrestling in the match, but he takes this very seriously. Even in WWE, he took this very seriously. If you remember, that he teamed up with Neville against Cody Rhodes, who was Stardust at the time, and against Wade Barrett, who was called King Barrett at the time. Yeah, so that match that Stephen Amell and Neville had against Stardust and King Barrett was at SummerSlam. I think it was 2016. Yeah, 2016. That was the year that happened, which was 2 years ago. And now look what happened 2 years later. King Barrett no longer there in WWE. Stephen Amell, well, he's not signed with WWE anyway, so he's a celebrity. So I guess you could say he's a free agent. Cody Rhodes not there anymore in WWE. Neville gone from WWE. Just saying. But anyways, but yeah, but in this match, they used tables. I mean, they used a table in the match. I'm about to say. Stephen Amell went for the elbow drop to Christopher Daniels through a table, but missed and I like to say myself, props to Stephen Amell for taking that bump. Props for him for taking that bump because he did his own stunts by the way because of doing the show Arrow, which is give nothing but respect to Stephen Amell for that. And by the way, because of Stephen Amell, he's part of Bullet Club and he's got his own T-shirt called the Vigilante Club. Because he is a vigilante. When it comes to his character from DC, Green Arrow. But anyways, so and by the way, the special guest referee of this match was the whole reference show. That's what they said, and it was Jerry Lynn, the legendary Jerry Lynn from ECW, and how TNA will say, the pioneer of the X Division. Yeah, he was there to be the referee, and basically, Christopher Daniels and Stephen Amell, they're outside the ring. Look like they're both be counted out, but then he gets them in. He brings both of them back into the ring. And it's like, you know what? I don't want to see a count out. I'm not gonna end this match in the count out. I want this match to end by pinfall or submission, whatever. This match ends in the ring. And then Christopher Daniels had a problem with that, like, what are you doing and everything, right? And then like, what's your problem and everything? And then Jerry Lynn takes off his referee's shirt and is like, come on. And then the match continues on. And then finally, to end the match, you had Christopher Daniels going for his for the BME, best moonsault ever, and gets the win. So Christopher Daniels gets the win, which I was shocked. I thought Stephen Amell was gonna win here, but he didn't, and which I'm not mad at that too. I thought it was gonna be one of those celebrity type of win things for Stephen Amell, but that's not what happened. After the match, they shook hands, and yeah, they put each other over in this match. Awesome. So then Don Collins left the commentary, and we had two new commentators to be part of this next match, which it was the next match was the women's match. And the women that were on the commentary was Tennille Dashwood, who is known as Emma from WWE, and the exotic goddess, most favorite female wrestler, Mandy Leon. So yeah, Tennille Dashwood and Mandy Leon were there to commentate for this next match, which was a women's match. Which, by the way, this women's match was a four-corner survival. And the participants in the match were Tessa Blanchard, versus and she's being accompanied by her stepfather, Magnum TA, and her father, Tully Blanchard, to the ring. And again, Tessa Blanchard versus Chelsea Green versus Madison Rayne, who is known as Ashley Rayne from the Mae Young Classic for this year, 2018, versus also Britt Baker, the girlfriend, or should I say the fiance? I think she's the fiance now, or I'm assuming she's the fiance. But anyway, the fiance to Adam Cole, baby. Just saying. But anyways, match lasted 12 minutes and 41 seconds. These women were killing it in the ring. There were a few sloppiness in the match, but they ended up picking up the pace after that. They ended up making it great. These women made these WWE women's wrestling, not all of them, but a few of them, put them into shame, even to the Bellas, because of Brie Bella. Remember Brie Bella's suicide dive, her 2 failed attempts of suicide dive from Raw. Well, guess what? These women's they were doing their suicide dives, the Tope Suicida, and they did way more better than Brie Bella did. Hell, even Carmella's suicide dive is way more better than Brie Bella's. Even Kiera Hogan's suicide dive is better than Brie Bella's. Seth Rollins, I don't pull over his suicide dive that much because his is too safe, but his suicide dive is way more better than Brie Bella's suicide dive. Whatever, right? But anyways, these girls were killing each other in this match, and Tessa Blanchard was basically the star of this match. And also Chelsea Green, when it comes to her 2 personalities. 1, just regular Chelsea Green, and 2, it's her hot mess gimmick that she did when she was Lorna Vaness from Impact Wrestling. And she did the broski boot in honor of her boyfriend, Zack Ryder. Woo, woo, woo. You know it, bro. And by the way, former girlfriend of Zack Ryder, Tennille Dashwood, was on commentary. Wow. Really? Wow, I don't know if it was a shot against her or whatever, but whatever. John, Brie Bella is going to end up breaking her neck if she keeps doing suicide dive. I know, she's got to be careful with that. She has been wrestling for a long time, so what the fuck she's thinking? I don't know. Yeah, she's got to be. I agree. She needs to be more careful. That was ridiculous. But anyways, in the end of the match, Tessa Blanchard goes for her finish move, the Hammerlock DDT onto Chelsea Green. Which, by the way, I think they're calling it the Buttsaw now, because she's the Buttsaw. I think that's her nickname. Which Don Collins mentioned that at one point. Not on commentary, because again he was not on commentary, but I'm talking about what comes to Impact Wrestling. But anyways, so she goes for the pin, and the 2 women's, Madison Rayne and Britt Baker, they got there too late. Some people say it was a botch because that was not the finish. And then Tessa Blanchard wins, and then Tessa Blanchard had this shocked look on her face, like, I won, and all that, right? So it was kind of like Emma from the NXT show from 2016. Yeah, I think it was 2016 on that year, where Emma was not supposed to win the match, right, against Becky Lynch, but she knocked out Becky Lynch with the cross body in the corner, the basement cross body, which was stiff on Becky Lynch, and Becky Lynch got knocked out because of that, and Becky Lynch didn't kick out because of that, and then Emma had a shock look on her face, like, I won. That's the feeling I got here when it comes to this match. Tessa Blanchard, I'm pretty sure she was gonna win, but by the look on this, it looked like that was not supposed to be the finish. That was botch, obviously, but nevertheless, still a great women's match on the card. The only women's match on the card was this match. I wish there could have been more, in my opinion, but what can you do, right? But I still enjoyed it for what it was. Great match. Again, these women's were better than a few of these women's in WWE when it comes to wrestling. I'm not saying a lot of them, just a few of them. Just saying. But Tessa Blanchard will win. And after the match, all the women in the ring, they all hug each other and everything. which is it was a great moment. I felt a little emotional because of that, because that's what women's wrestling is all about. WWE. Just saying. Next match, we get a commentator coming in, not Don Collins to commentate. You had someone else to commentate this next match with Ian and Excalibur. Again, I don't know if that's how you say his name, but I'm trying. But this next commentator who commentates for this next match, his name is Brett. I mean Brent. I meant to say, not Brett. Brent. Excuse me, Brent. Tari. I think that's how you pronounce his last name. Don't know him that much, but whatever. But this next match was surprisingly the NWA World Heavyweight Championship, which is not the main event. Like, seems like what? Why is this not the main event? And then some people were saying, the reason why it wasn't the main event is because Cody, who put this show up together along with the Young Bucks, that he had to do some parts of the productions, and that's what the Young Bucks were doing too. Before their match comes in, which I'll get to their match when I get to it. But still, in my opinion, this should have been the main event. After the build-up they did, after everything they did, when it comes to the waiting, to the people involved, when it comes to the training, to when it comes to proving themselves, when it comes to this big stage, who's the best, and how much that NWA World Championship belt means to them. It's the most prestigious championship belt ever in wrestling history. Why not? That should have been the main event. But unfortunately, it wasn't. It was in the middle of the card, which I thought it was to me it was a disappointment that it was in the middle of the card. But that being said, let's just get to this. So the NWA World Heavyweight Championship, that's a 22 minutes and 1 second, and it obviously it features Cody, the challenger, being accompanied by his wife Brandy Rhodes. By the way, Brandy Rhodes' outfit. Holy. Cody Rhodes, you're a lucky man. You're a lucky man. But Brandy Rhodes, her outfit is similar to what Britney Spears' outfit that she wore in the music video Toxic. Yeah. But yeah, Brandy Rhodes, holy shit. Also, you have Diamond Dallas Page. By the way, when it comes to Diamond Dallas Page, when it comes to his the way he does, the DDP yoga, he hates the word yoga. So if you're gonna pronounce it right, pronounce it like this: DDPY. Just saying. Glacier. Yes, Glacier from WCW, who is the knockoff of Sub-Zero. His gimmick is supposed to be Sub-Zero, but and Tommy Dreamer. Yeah, so yeah, Brandy Rhodes, Diamond Dallas Page, Glacier, and Tommy Dreamer. When it comes to the entourage, the Nightmare Family, accompany Cody Rhodes to the ring. But Brandy Rhodes stayed while the other three they went to the back, and he goes up against the NWA World Heavyweight Champion Nick Aldis, who is better known as Magnus from TNA, and he has his entourage. Yeah, he had along with him Jeff Jarrett, Samuel Shaw, Sean Davari, and Tim Storm. Before I move on to the match, and also they left too, by the way, after they accompanied him to the ring. John, should have main event. I agree, should have main event. You also said that match or Omega versus Pentagon Jr. Well, if not that match, the Ring of Honor, or at least have the Ring of Honor Championship match had to be in the main event too. But I'll get that too as well. Because when I saw the NWA World Championship match was going to be the early on the card, I was assuming maybe that they was going to get the Ring of Honor World Championship match the main event spot instead. Well, I'll get to that later too. But as far as the match was, this was the old school wrestling match that happened between Cody Rhodes and Nick Aldis. And to make matters even better, you have senior referee Earl Hebner. Yes, to make it a huge deal for this main event. I mean for this NWA World Heavyweight Championship title match, which is why this should have been the main event. Should have been the main event. And also, I want to mention this too. Earlier in the night, Sean Mooney, excuse me, Mooney. For those who know don't know who Sean Mooney is, he used to be a former WE or should I say WF personnel when it comes to doing interviews and production works and all that. Sean Mooney was there, and he still looks great. He looks in fantastic shape. He look at well he's aged a little bit, but he's still like he's in his young he still look young though. But man, Sean Mooney, where's he been, right? Awesome. And but he was like what was his role? He was there to interview NWA World's Champion, Nick Aldis. And then Nick Aldis puts over Sean Mooney by saying that he's the greatest of all time. Exactly, he is the greatest of all time. It's great to see John Mooney there, man. It was great to see him. So anyways. So yeah, as far as the match was, and by the way, so John, you're back to being 809 now, right? Who should take the title off Cody, your opinion? Well, let me get to the match first before I talk about that. But the match itself, like I said, old school match. Was it a classic? In my opinion, it kind of is. Halfway it is, and halfway it kind of wasn't. Because will I go back to watch this match again? I probably will. But yeah, it was a classic match either way, in my opinion. Old school wrestling style. So Aldis went to the top rope. I'm sorry. Let me first talk about this one. Cody Rhodes goes for a move off the top rope onto Nick Aldis on the outside, and Nick Aldis catches him with the right hand. And Cody Rhodes was laid out. And referee Earl Hebner was right there, and he's like doing the X, like what's going on here? Like what? They get hurt? So Dan Dallas Page checks on him to see if he's okay. And then Sean Daivari comes out, and then he pushes down Dan Dallas Page, whatever. He gets in the ring and argues with referee Earl Hebner. And in the match, for Nick Aldis to retain his title and everything. So Dan Dallas Page gets in the ring. Down cuts him. Cross go nuts for that. And then goes bang and all that. Oh, that was awesome. But basically, they was delaying this because I don't know. Those words out there that saying that Cody Rhodes forgot the blade for him to cut open. Cause that's the spot that was gonna do here. But Nick Aldis catches him, with a nasty right hand to the face of Cody Rhodes for him to bleed. And by the way, Cody Rhodes brought back his bleach blonde hair, his bleach blonde hair back. So that he, like his father is bleach blonde. So that to make the cut the open wound of the blood in wrestling, WWE, for to look more effective. So back to the match. So Nick Aldis was going for the finish here, right? The elbow drop off the top rope to Cody Rhodes, but then Brandy Rose got in the way, taking the bullet for Cody Rhodes. And she took it, and by the way, she oversold it like she got like a little tase, and like that was okay. That was a little overkill there. So then, the match continues. Cody Rhodes goes for the beautiful disastrous kick. He goes for the crossroads, but gets a near fall. Cody Rhodes attacks Nick Aldis with some punches. And then they start punching each other. It basically gets getting on train, exchanging hands to each other. Cody Rhodes goes for the inverted breaker. And then Nick Aldis reverses. And then also he ends up he tries to steal Cody's finisher, the crossroads onto Cody, but Cody reverses and tries to put Nick Aldis in his to try to pin him. But then Cody I'm sorry, I meant to say Nick Aldis was going for a sunset flip powerbomb on the Cody Rhodes. Shades of what Bret Hart did to British Bulldog at SummerSlam 1992. But then Cody Rhodes counters it and pins him down like how British Bulldog did to Bret Hart again at SummerSlam 1992, and gets a 3 count in the win. Same thing what happened with Bret Hart and Bulldog from 1992 SummerSlam. And that caught me off guard there. I'm like, what? Holy shit! I mean, I picked Cody Rhodes to win, but they basically went for the Bret Hart and Bulldog finish from '92 on SummerSlam. And I'm like, holy shit! I was like, holy shit! He did it. And my mind go to shit. He did it. He's now following in his dad's footstep of being NWA World Heavyweight Champion, because Dusty Rhodes was a former NWA World Champion in numerous occasions. Man, good for Cody Rhodes. It was a feel good moment for Cody Rhodes too. Cody was crying. Brandy Rhodes was crying with him. It was just a feel good moment for Cody Rhodes there. And props to Cody Rhodes for that. And Nick Aldis, he left the ring, for him to have this, to give him his time. He didn't be a sore loser. He just left. He suffered. He took the defeat like a man. Good, very good. Now, John, AO9 basically. But as far as who should take the belt off of Cody Rhodes, I don't know yet. To be honest with you, because I don't know the full roster of NWA. All I know is that Ken Anderson is there, Nick Aldis is there. I don't know much about other people that are there as well. Which, by the way, what comes to the next pay-per-view for NWA, the 70th anniversary show, whatever, or that's what they call that, I guess. Cody Rhodes is going to be there to defend his title, and I'm assuming it's going to be against Nick Aldis, a rematch, and this time it's going to be the main event. I'm assuming that's what's going to happen, and also I'm assuming too that was supposed to be Cody Rhodes' announcement that he made earlier today that he did. I don't know if that was the announcement, but if that's the announcement, great. We'll wait to plug the plug and the show and the promote the rematch of the century between Nick Aldis versus Cody Rhodes at NWA's 70th anniversary pay-per-view show, whatever that they're doing. And guess what? I'm thinking about buying that show too. And also, before I do, I'm gonna check out the roster of that show, of that car as well. I mean the roster of NWA basically. So, but yeah, there you go. Next we get to before we get to it though, there was a segment that was basically like a build up when it comes to this to Hangman Page, better known as or Adam Page, but Hangman Page from Bullet Club, where they when it comes to the clips of these shows on YouTube being the Elite, when it comes to Hangman Page killing guys that are named Joey, when it comes to him being obsessive and all that, and then when it comes to this whole talking, his talking cowboy boots, and the telephone that killed Joey Ryan, and Joey Ryan lay up in the hospital bed, all bloodied up and everything, like he's dead, and then hold it with his match against Joey Janela for the Chicago Street Fight. So basically, Nick Jackson walks up to Hangman Page, wake him up that his match is next, and then Hangman Page chokes him, and then hey, I'm just showing you your match is next and everything, right? And basically, Nick Jackson was there to wearing a cap, a regular shirt, I believe. And he had the headset on because he's producing the show. And he looked annoyed that Hangman Page did that to him, which was funny though. So we get this match, Chicago Street Fight, 20 minutes and 8 seconds between Hangman Page versus Joey Janela, being accompanied by Penelope Ford. Now, Joey Janela is known as Bad Boy, and Penelope Ford, who's known as Bad Girl. So I guess in storyline, or maybe in real life, I guess they're both, a thing, a couple. Anyways, the match itself, 6 Chicago Street Fight match. If I had to say, if this was better than the match that Gargano and Ciampa had, what comes to their Chicago Street Fight match, I would say it's even. It's even. I would say it's even. Um, Maybe just a little bit even. You know, because this match was pretty good between Heyman Page and Joey Janela, and you got the involvement of Penelope Ford in the match too. She was fucking awesome. Penelope Ford. And I think I've seen her before too, by the way, because because watching her on YouTube, but because she's a wrestler. But she was doing some. She was taking no crap from Heyman Page. She went up to him on that, and basically getting involved and beat him up and all that. She one point did the the that the Matrix thing, and then she's like holy shit, and then she goes back up and there's a starter to Heyman Page, like holy shit, and I was like, I'll be honest with you folks, I was turned on. I got turned on by Penelope Ford, like Penelope Ford, I love you. And by the way, I'm John, 809, whichever you want to say to you want to call yourself now, because you, but Penelope Ford, look her up. And the next time you do another compilation video, do one about her, Penelope Ford. Oh my God. So, anyways, but yeah, this match was insane. Tables, the barrel that they used, they're doing their own version of Donkey Kong, because I'm using the barrel. That's what I felt like I saw, like an old school Donkey Kong video game. Remember that video game? Dun 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 dun. With Mario, the debut of Mario, and that game of Donkey Kong, and then dun 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 dun, and then jump over the barrel. That's what they did here. I thought that was entertaining. But yeah, there were some weapons involved. And there was a spot where Joey Janela was tossed off a stage by Adam Page. Hangman Page with a power bomb through 2 tables, but instead of 2 tables, 1 table, because 1 table missed. Which it could almost got in the back of his head. But the way it was done, like holy shit. I don't remember what was happening before I get to the end of this match. Oh yeah, a trash bag was introduced in the match. Two trash bags basically. One ended up being the cowboy boot, and I said to myself, oh my god, this is so stupid. And then another bag was taken out, and it was a phone. Like I was like, even oh my god, it's so stupid. So basically, Joey Janela was on the ladder, excuse me, and Heyman Page has a phone, hits him with the phone, because his goal is to kill Joey's, his obsession basically, and then gets him to do the rite of passage off the ladder through a table, and gets the win. So yeah, your winner is Heyman Page. Awesome, Chicago Street Fight match, except for the fact with the whole cowboy boot and the phone. But other than that, it was good. I enjoyed it. However, what I didn't enjoy was after the match. So after the match, we see on the Timatron, Joey Ryan, who's on laying down on a hospital bed, looking like he's dead, all bloodied up. And they take a shot, and they look at his nuts, and he has an erection. I kid you not, folks, an erection. So then the lights goes out, lights comes back on, and we see a group of men. I don't even want to say this, but group of men in penis outfits. Because the whole thing with Joey Ryan missing his penis as his finishing move. And basically some people are comparing this as some people are comparing it like as the Undertaker entrance. To me, this is more like the New Day entrance that the New Day did for WrestleMania 34 when it comes to the midgets and pancakes costumes. And I was saying to myself, what was worse, Joey Ryan and the parade of penises, or the New Day and the parade of midgets and pancakes? So what I did with this one, I skipped it. And that's all I'm gonna say for that one. I'm not gonna talk about the rest of about what happened. I heard about what happened, but I'm not gonna talk about the rest of it. I'm moving on. One of the reasons why I don't want to deal with this type of bullshit. But if the fans enjoy that, more power to you. I don't get why you enjoy that, but coming from me, as a man, that's fucking stupid. Next match, the Ring of Honor World Championship, which is not the main event match either. And I say to myself, at that time, I say to myself, so what's going to be the main event then, right? But the Ring of Honor World Championship lasted 14 minutes and 21 seconds. You had the Ring of Honor World Champion himself, Jay Lethal. First of all, before the match, he was walking in the hallway, getting ready to go to the battle of Flip Gordon. But then he gets stopped by someone. Someone, showing his arm. He gives him sunglasses, and I know that sunglasses from anywhere. It's the sunglasses. Excuse me, the sunglasses of the Macho Man Randy Savage. And I see myself, okay, I get it. We're gonna get Black Machismo coming out. So then all of a sudden he stops his arm. I mean his shoulder. And then all of a sudden Jay Lethal was acting like Black Machismo from when it comes to his days in TNA. So Flip Gordon comes out first, and he's being accompanied by Randy Rose, the wife of Cody Rose. And I see myself, and she's wearing a nice outfit too, by the way. Just when it comes to her being a soldier, because Flip Gordon is a real life soldier, by the way, who served the military. Respect to Flip Gordon, by the way. But yeah, Randy Rose, and why they're together? Despite the fact that Cody Rose and Flip Gordon are enemies, when it comes to in wrestling, but still, they kind of make sense of it when it comes to the Being Elite show, which I don't watch, but whatever. Yeah, for some reason Randy Rose likes Flip Gordon, and she's out there with him. Whatever. So then we get Black Machismo coming out, Jay Lethal, with the Macho Man Randy Savage theme song from WWF. And he's being copied by Lanny Poffo. Now, I wish Lanny Poffo would have come out with the Genius costume, but I guess he couldn't, which I don't understand why. But it was good to see Lanny Poffo, and plus, with Lanny Poffo, for letting Jay Lethal do this, because he owns the rights now of what comes to Randy Savage. Good. Jay Lethal either way got the blessing anyway. Even when Macho Man Randy Savage was still alive at the time, he gave him the blessing at the time. Because Macho Man Randy Savage thought that was entertaining what Jay Lethal did during his time in TNA as Black Machismo. So there you go. So yeah, Jay Lethal was dressed up like the Macho Man, as Black Machismo basically. It was cool, pretty cool. So anyways, so the match happens, and in the match, Jay Lethal was treating Randy Rose like she was Miss Elizabeth. This is cool. This is entertaining, And basically, what he did is he goes to her, grabs her by the arm, and he brings her into his corner, and then Randy Rose leaves, and then Jay Lethal does it again as Black Machismo, gets her by the arm, puts back in the corner, and in his corner, I meant to say. And the match continues on between the two, Jay Lethal and Flip Gordon. By the way, good match. By the way, it was a good match. A good and fun match too. And at one point, Jay Lethal had Brandy Rose in the ring, and has her on her shoulder, like how much Randy Savage did with Miss Elizabeth at the time, from WWF. And then Brandy Rose is like, no, put me down, put me down. It's like I'm not Miss Elizabeth. And then slaps him on the shoulder, and Jay Lethal was back to being Jay Lethal. He's no longer Black Machismo. He's like, what am I wearing? So Jay Lethal was back to being lethal injection, regular Jay Lethal now. The first generation wrestler. So the match, like I said, the match itself was pretty good. So during the match, Flip Gordon goes for the Stardust press on Jay Lethal on the fall. Jay Lethal goes for the Diamond Powerbomb, but Flip Gordon reverses, and then Jay Lethal performs the Lethal Injection 2. And then later on does the Lethal Injection. His regular lethal, his original lethal injection, and gets the 3 count in the win. And yeah, so which I expect Jay Lethal to retain anyway. So, George, what's up? Thank you for watching. Hope you'll go back to watching this after the archive. But yeah. So Jay Lethal wins and retains his Ring of Honor World Championship, which I'm glad he did. And he should retain. Jay Lethal is one of my favorite wrestlers in this generation today, next to Shinsuke Nakamura. And I should mention too, by the way, he was acting like Jay Lethal was acting like Black Machismo again when he got stepped on the arm by Lanny Poffo again. And also he did the Hail to the King, baby. The flying elbow drop onto Flip Gordon. And I also need to mention this too, in the match. I should have mentioned it too, but Flip Gordon kicked out Jay Lethal's Hail to the King 3 times, I believe, right? Like Ultimate Warrior did with Randy Savage from the retirement match for WrestleMania 7. And Flip Gordon was acting like Hulk Hogan, who was doing the Hulking up and everything. Like, holy shit, this is awesome. Like I said, it was a fun match. It was a fun match. Good match, also as a fun match too. So yeah, and that's what I forgot to mention. So my apologies for that one. So after the match, Bully Ray comes out. He attacks Jay Lethal and Flip Gordon, and he takes out a table. And who comes out? Colt Cabana. Oh, by the way, I should mention too. By the way, after the NWA World Championship match ended, Don Callis came back on commentary for the rest of the show. I should have mentioned that, by the way. At the time. But yeah, like I said, Colt Cabana comes out, Chicago's own, to a nice, huge pop, and they go out to Bully Ray, and what do they do with Bully Ray? They decided to do the Shield's powerbomb, the triple powerbomb, to Bully Ray to a table. Some fans didn't like it. To me, I thought it was a shot to WWE because of the Shield, because the Shield are overrated as fuck. Fuck the Shield. And there you go. Next match. Let me see this. Well, let me see about the referee here. Oh yeah, I should mention too. Alicia Adult. She was also an interviewer for All In as well. Alicia Adult, who does her own show, because of interviewing wrestlers and rock stars, rock bands, whatever, on YouTube. I forgot the YouTube channel it was, but she does that, and she's an interviewer, works for Impact Wrestling. Now I can't remember if this referee from New Japan referee the match with Pentagon Jr. and Kenny Omega, because Kenny Omega is the New Japan Pro Wrestling IWGP's heavyweight champion. Or this referee was refereeing the match when it comes to Kazuchika Okada, a former IWGP heavyweight champion, versus Marty Scurll. But the referee I'm talking about is their senior referee from New Japan Pro Wrestling, Tiger Hattori. But either way, we had the referee too from New Japan we also had a New Japan Pro Wrestling referee on the show too as well. Excuse me. Now I'm starting now I'm getting now my stuttering mode is kicking in now. But you know, it is what it is. George, anyone taking shots at WWE is always a good thing. Oh yeah, fuck WWE. Oh man. Well, I try not to, because I want to just talk about All In, but at the same time, I gotta do a little dig, just a little dig to WWE for that one, for the trash product they've been giving us. But anyways, so yeah, Kenny Omega versus Pentagon Jr. the first time ever, in my not acknowledgement. This lasted 17 minutes and 47 seconds. Now, when it comes to Pentagon Jr., they call him Penta L0M. I guess because of copyrights and everything, whatever. Whatever. But anyways, so the match itself between Pentagon Jr. and Kenny Omega, match of the night. And I don't know what to say about this match, folks. The first time these two meet each other, I loved it. I fucking loved it. It was a fun match. It was a great match. Oh my god! It was just. I want to see more of this. Pentagon Jr. versus Kenny Omega. Damn, it was that damn good. The crowds enjoyed it. I enjoyed it. If you haven't seen it yet, I guarantee you enjoyed it too. And please put aside Kenny Omega when it comes to that Princess Jasmine outfit that he did. Please put that aside. I know some people can't put that aside. They can't get that image off of them. I can't defend that either. I cannot defend that. But at the end of the day, Kenny Omega is a very good wrestler. One of the best in the world. Is he better than AJ Styles? No. Is he better than Ricochet? No. Is he better than Okada? No. Is he better than Shinsuke Nakamura? Definitely no. Is he better than Jay Leto? Definitely no. Is he better than Pentagon Jr.? Definitely no. But I do consider him being one of the best wrestlers in the world. And for those who denies that, hey, more power to you. But anyways, excuse me. So the match itself, Omega goes for the one winged angel, while Pentagon counters into the sacrifice instead. Now I'm assuming that the sacrifice is supposed to be the arm breaker, breaking bones that he does, which he did that to Kenny Omega too, by the way. And Kenny Omega did a nice selling of like his arm was broken. And then when it comes to his adrenaline kicking in, he'll no surf a little bit, and then he'll go back to selling it. Pentagon goes for his fear factor, which is a package power driver for a near fall. Pentagon Jr. goes for the lariat, but then Kenny Omega goes for the V trigger, goes for the reverse Frankensteiner, and then goes for the another V trigger, and then goes for the one wing angel, and hits it, and gets the 3 count in the win. So your winner, Kenny Omega. And I wanted Pentagon Jr. to win, but Kenny Omega winning, it didn't bother me. It didn't bother me because at the end of the day, I got a great match out of those two, and it was fantastic. Match of the night, and it should have been. If that wasn't the main event, I don't know what main event could have topped that one. After the match, the lights goes out. I think to myself, okay, someone's coming out, right? Someone's gonna attack Kenny Omega, right? While Pentagon Jr. is laid out and everything, right? The lights are out. For a good 20 seconds, I believe, it came back on. Nothing happened. Kenny Omega is in the ring standing, and Pentagon Jr. is laid out. And I see myself, wait a minute, so nothing happened? What's going on? So then Pentagon Jr. gets back up, right? He attacks Kenny Omega. And then also I see something different with him. And I'm like, wait a minute, where's the other tattoo? And then all of a sudden, he goes for a code breaker. And I'm like, no way. That can't be him. And by looking at his tattoo, it was him, but I was not really that sure if it was him. Even with the code breaker, and I see myself, wait a minute, Is he really gonna be making a person at All In? So sure enough, he unmasked himself, and it's Chris Jericho. And like, what? And by the way, his hair is growing back longer. We're seeing old school Jericho with his long hair again. So like, Chris Jericho, are you kidding me? Chris Jericho at All In, knowing that if when it comes to WWE, can you imagine Vince McMahon? Let's just say that Chris Jericho didn't tell Vince McMahon that he's going to be part of All In. Any type of capacity. Let's just pretend that he never told Vince McMahon that he was going to be part of All In. Can you imagine Vince McMahon hearing about this, and then he'll be going outraged saying, "What the fuck is Jericho doing?" He will be livid. And on top of that, you'll get these anyone from WWE will tattletale on Chris Jericho to Vince McMahon or Kevin Dunn. Kevin Dunn. You know what, Jim? I found your target. Oh, Jim. Why did you compare the brew to the flat receiver? It makes it look dated. Because the fans of the WWF doesn't know who they are. That's Kevin Dunn, by the way. But Jim Cornette does a better impression of Kevin Dunn better than me. So, or a Deluxe man, the way he does it. But anyways, can you imagine that? Kevin Dunn, if you would have heard about this, and then he go, "Oh, Vince, I can tell you, Chris Jericho went to All In, the wrestling promotion that no one watches." Yeah, no one watches, right? Whatever. Anyways, Rexify. What's up, Rexify? Jericho's habit of attacking people, disguised as a luchador continues. Yeah, yeah, I guess it is. And then Jericho says to King Omega, "I'll see you on the Jericho cruise." All to plug his cruise, which is fine. But at the same time, to also to promote their match too. So yeah, and after that, Chris Jericho went to his concert, the Fosse concert. What? Wow, that's crazy. Chris Jericho, man, he is the man. More power to those that don't think Chris Jericho is the greatest of all time. He is the greatest of all time. He deserves the credit. What credit's due. One more, folks. Okay. All right. Sorry about that, folks. Now back to this. Before I do, let me just inject something here. There we go. All right, back to this. And his cruise, the Chris Jericho cruise is it's called the Rock and Wrestling Rager at sea cruise, whatever. By the way, I don't know if that's gonna be a pay-per-view, but by the way, I don't think it. I mean, if it's gonna be a pay-per-view, then it'll be a pre-tape show, because what comes doing a show in the cruise on sea, at sea, you need a strong Wi-Fi for that one to do that. I don't know if that's possible to do it, but I don't know. I don't know if it's a pay-per-view type of thing or not, but whatever. But either way, we'll find a way to watch it though, if we can. If there is a way to watch it. It's just paying for the cruise to be part on that cruise ship to watch those shows. But I guess you can find out more of that information on the site. You can go on the site to find out more about that information. Which I haven't got a chance to check out anyway. So, but anyways, next match. Marty Scurll, the villain. He's walking in the hallway. He's going to go into his match, right, against Kazuchika Okada, but then he got stopped by these group of these two guys. They didn't show themselves. All they show is their arms, their hands, doing this, doing the hand gestures and all that. And like, wait a minute, this looks familiar. I've seen this in Impact Wrestling too. And I say to myself, because the guys that with their arms for Impact Wrestling, doing all the hands movements and all that, they're like, I guess they're supposed to be Impact Management. And now you see these guys and All In confronting Marty Scurll and pointing at him and saying, you don't belong in the heavyweights, you belong in the cruise, or in the junior heavyweights and all that, and blah 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 whatever. They basically undo this, all that, shaming him and all that. Like, shame on you trying to go for the heavyweight division and all that. But and then also Marty Scurll gets one of the fingers and does this, and then breaks the finger because he's a sick fuck. And then he does it to this other guy. Like, how do you do that to my friend? No, that whatever, right? And then breaks his finger, and then he goes, this is shh, and then he breaks his finger. Because again, Marty Scurll is a sick fuck. He's a villain. Anyways, now let's get to the match now. That was a fun. I guess that was a funny segment, I guess. But the match lasted between Chika Okada versus Marty Scurll. 26 minutes and 5 seconds. Okada is the Rainmaker, and Marty is the villain. Excuse me. Anyways, the match itself, great match. And I love the storytelling of the match too, where Okada is a heavyweight, and Marty Scurll is just a junior heavyweight. That he will never be a heavyweight. He does got what it takes to be a heavyweight and all that. I loved it. I loved the psychology of that. And Marty Scurll was obviously getting his ass kicked by Okada, and then Marty Scurll was taking him to a limit in some ways. Like, holy, this is a good match. Marty Scurll versus Okada went 12 minutes or longer than it was supposed to. Oh yeah, that's right. I heard about that too, by the way. Which is why the main event was rushed. Well, I'll get to all of that when I finish the rest of the match. The rest of the card of the match, basically. So, but yeah, you're right, Russell, you're right. But yeah, and then also Okada was going to end Marty Scurll, and then he does his hand gesture doing 205. 205. You know what that means? 205 live. The cruiserweights from the WWE, basically. Because that's what Marty Scurll is. That's what Marty Scurll belongs in 205 live. If he ever goes to WWE, which, by the way, there are rumors that if Marty Scurll's contract is done with New Japan or wherever, Ring of Honor, or whatever, he's thinking about going to WWE. And that's not all. The person that want to go, the people that want to go to WWE as well. I'll go to that later. I'll go to that afterwards. But anyways, so then Marty Scurll fires back at Okada. He at one point got him in the chicken wing CrossFit, the CrossFit chicken wing twice, basically. And then finally, and by the way, Marty Scurll's new finishing move, I haven't seen his finishing move yet. Some kind of I don't remember what they called it, but Okada didn't let him do it anyways. But and they tried to show the fact that Okada was going to tap out or pass out. No, I doubt I never seen Okada tap out in my entire life. Me watching him wrestling, I like, no way, unless he lose by Marty Scurll's finishing move instead of a submission finish. That would have been better. Marty Scurll winning that way. Because Okada doesn't tap out. He's not the type of guy to tap out anyways. And he didn't, which is good. Okada should not be tapping out to anybody. Not even to Minoru Suzuki. But anyway, so Okada goes for the Rainmaker onto Marty Scurll and gets the win. And there you go. And now the main event, which surprisingly, I can't believe this is the main event, but it's a 6-man tag team match that lasted only 11 minutes and 48 seconds. But you had the Golden Elite, which is Matt and Nick Jackson, the Young Bucks, the Elite, Bullet Club, and Kota Ibushi. And they go up against Rey Mysterio Jr., Rey Fenix, and Bandito, I meant to say. Excuse me. And basically, I don't know much about Bandito, but Bandito, he impressed me. I want to see more of this guy. He's a luchador, obviously, but I want to see more of this guy. He was amazing in this match. A lot of high-flying spots, a lot of cool wrestling moves that he did. He's an innovator. He is a legit innovator, and I want to see more of him. Hopefully, wherever I can find on YouTube, I can see more of him, and I'll become a fan. Not that I already did become a fan after watching him, but I want to see more of this guy. This guy, holy shit, he was awesome. But anyways, Rey Mysterio Jr., he came out looking like a superhero, which he always looks like a superhero. But still, what kind of superhero he's looking like? Wolverine from X-Men, the animated series. Holy shit, I loved it. I fucking loved it. Rey Mysterio Jr. always comes up with the best costumes, superhero costumes, like what he did with the Joker. I think he did one with Batman at one point. He also did one with Daredevil, The Flash, Captain America, Spider-Man. Rey Mysterio Jr., man, he is so fucking cool with these type of costumes. Damn, man, holy shit, awesome. I just loved it. I hope he does. Well, what I was gonna say. I hope he does Deadpool next. It'll be cool to see him do a Deadpool costume, or he could do a Venom costume. You know, what comes to his Rey Mysterio Jr. Style. You know, I want to see more. Oh my god, it was just fantastic, man, fantastic. But anyways, as far as the match was, this match was a show stealer, and it was the main event match. And of course, you know, it was rushed too and all, like you said, Rectify. But yeah, it was a show stealer. Yo, this match was a spot monkeys fest, basically. Yo, oh, I just loved it. So, Bandito hits Matt Striker with a backbreaker. Nick Jackson hits Bandito with a super kick. The Young Bucks goes for a super kick to both Phoenix and Rey Mysterio Jr. Ibushi and the Young Bucks go for their more bang for their buck. And then gets a near fall on Bandito. And finally, the Young Bucks goes for their Meltzer driver, which I call it the Indie Taker on Bandito. And then you have Phoenix looking like he's going to break it up. And then I don't remember who it was. I think it was Nick Jackson who stops him. Like stop, we're running out of time. And then the match ends. And then after the match ended, they were celebrating a little bit, and then it went off air because they ran out of time. Now, if they would have more time to do, saying we did it, guys, we did it. This show was a success. Let the fireworks go off. Let the graffiti fall down. Let everyone come out and applaud. Everyone from the back to applaud. Everyone applauding. Everyone from the mothers to applaud that we did it. We pulled up. We did the unthinkable. We pulled the impossible. This show was a success. We put all the dollars wrong. We put all the haters wrong. We did all that. But unfortunately they didn't. Why they didn't do it? I don't know. Maybe if people never included that stupid ass Joey Ryan segment with the penises, maybe we'll have more time to do that shit. The one thing I hated about that show was that stupid segment they did with Joey Ryan. That's the only thing I hate about the show. Other than that, the rest of the show, great, fantastic, good, perfect, phenomenal. And I wish they could have ended it like how I said they would end it. Everybody coming out, applauding, saying congrats to all the fans, congrats to everyone that made this possible, and everybody stand up in ovation. And then the fireworks goes off, and then the graffiti's falling down. They couldn't have done all of that. I wish that would have been done the way it was done, but unfortunately it didn't. Because again, I blame the whole Joey Ryan shit for that time wasted. The Okada and Maurice Girl match could have went a little longer if it wasn't for that segment, and the main event could have went a little longer too if it wasn't for that segment. And also, I will not put that match, the six-man tag team match, I will not put that match as the main event. What should have been the main event was the NWA World's Heavyweight Championship, in my opinion. But basically, after the show was over, when they went up the air, it was announced by the Young Bucks. If I can find it, let me see. Hold on a second, folks. I'll try to find it right now. Okay, I'm trying to find the folks. I apologize. I saw it here before. I don't know where is it now. Maybe scroll down a little bit now to see if I could try. I could try to find it. I don't see it. I don't see it for some reason. I don't know why. Cause I'm trying to find out what was the place that they're going to do it. I could swear I saw it somewhere here. I swear to God I've seen it here. Anyone say something in the comments? Okay, never mind. I swear to God, I swear, when it comes to the aftermath, I read the title of it when it comes to watching, when it comes to this. I swear I saw it said the aftermath, and then something about the Young Bucks making an announcement after the show went off the air. Let me try to refresh this. Yeah, I don't see it now. I don't understand why. I really don't understand why. Well, basically, but I can't find it. I don't know why I can't find it. Basically, the announcement that was made by the Young Bucks after the show was over, that went up the air, that they're gonna do another All-In. Yes, announcement that another All-In event is gonna happen again. When it's gonna happen again, I don't know, because again, I don't have it here with me, which is it's ridiculous. I can't find it. It should be in the category of the matches, but it's not. I don't understand why it's not. It's not. But I heard that they're gonna do another All-In. I think it's gonna be called All-In 2, right? And I forgot the place they announced where it's gonna be. I think in Canada, I guess maybe in Canada. But yeah, they said it was so successful they're gonna do it again. All-In it's gonna come back again. Oh, hey, George. To me, All-In was my second best pay-per-view. 7th anniversary was numero uno. All right. To me, Uh, to me personally, when it comes to the show, All In, I think All In was to me is number one. To me, and when it comes to Summerversary, to me it's number two. But we're not done yet though, yeah, folks. We got more pay-per-views to come when it comes to that pay-per-views that does not involve WWE. And then when it comes to third, I put in Wrestle Kingdom, from Wrestle Kingdom 12 from this past year. And also when it comes to Ring of Honor, I haven't watched it on the rest of the pay-per-views yet. I will get a chance to do what I can. I'll try to do a review of it when I can too, which will be all delayed. I apologize for that too. But anyways, now before I get to my overall show rating, maybe get to the star matches. Maybe get the star ratings for the matches, and then I'll get to my overall show rating, and I'll get to the what we'll talk about after, days after All In. So here we go. SoCal Uncensored, Frankie Kazarian and Scorpio Sky defeat the Briscoes, Jay and Mark Briscoe, in a tag team match in 12 minutes and 33 seconds on the pre-show of All In 0 hour. I'm gonna go 3.5. In fact, no, I'll go 4. I'll go 4.5. Yeah, I'm going that far. 4.5. The Battle Royal. With Phil Gordon win the Battle Royal, the entire thing. Entertaining, fun, good. I'm gonna go 3.5. Excuse me, 3.5. And that was All In 0 hour pre-show. The main card. Matt Cross defeats MJF in 9 minutes and 23 seconds. I'm gonna go 4 stars. Very good match. Very good opener. Christopher Daniels defeats Stephen Amell in 12 minutes and 30 seconds. I'm gonna go 3 stars. Just because there was a few stopping this, but it was still a good match though. Still a good match. I still enjoyed the match for what it was. Tessa Blanchard defeats Chelsea Green, Madison Rayne, and Britt Baker by pinning Chelsea Green. Tessa Blanchard in the 4-quarter survival match in 12 minutes and 41 seconds. 4 stars. These women killed it in that match. And there were more women's matches on this card too. Unfortunately, there wasn't. Cody defeats Nick Aldis to become the new NWA World Heavyweight Champion in 22 minutes and 1 second. I'm gonna give this match a 3.5. Hangman Page defeat Joey Janela in the Chicago Street Fight in 20 minutes and 8 seconds. 3.5 as well. Jay Lethal defeats Flip Gordon to retain his Ring of Honor World Championship in 14 minutes and 21 seconds. I'll give this one a 3.3. Kenny Omega defeats Pentagon Jr., or some people call him Penta El Zero Mem. I mean Pentagon. I mean Penta El Zero M. Meant to say. Excuse me. In 17 minutes and 47 seconds. I'm gonna go, folks, 5 stars. I'm going that far. 5 stars. This match gets. This was match of the night in my opinion. Kazuchika Okada defeats Marty Scurll in 26 minutes and 5 seconds. 4 stars. And finally, the Golden Elite, Matt and Nick Jackson of the Young Bucks, and Kota Ibushi defeats Rey Mysterio Jr., Rey Fenix, and Bandito in the 6-man tag team match in the 11 minutes and 48 seconds in the main event match to end the show. I'm gonna go 4 stars too. It was a show stealer match too, by the way, but because a monkey spots and all that, which it's a type of wrestling that I do enjoy. Some people may not enjoy that type of wrestling because it lacks some sort of psychology and all that, but at the same time it does entertain me to see that. But I get what people I do get what people are coming from when it comes to there's no psychology and all that. So what comes to doing these spot monkeys wrestling type of deal. But yeah, I'll still go 4 stars though. Now, because of my overall scoring for the show, I was thinking about giving it a 10 out of 10. But because of the Joy Ryan bullshit, a point away from that. 9 out of 10. Yeah, I gotta go 9 out of 10. I hate the Joy Ryan. I hate the Joy Ryan segment. And why should I like it? Give me a reason why I should like it. Why a grown adult man like me would want to like a Joy Ryan segment that involves guys in penises costume, and then a guy using his penis as a wrestling move. You hear the dogs arguing? They agree with me. Just saying. And they're going to continue arguing with that too, because they hate Joey Ryan too. Just saying. I don't know. I guess they want to see each other. I guess maybe the dogs. But anyways, yeah, get my point though. Fuck Joey Ryan. And I know some people that would like to. But if you like that Joey Ryan bullshit crap that he did, more power to you. To me, I fucking hated it. And you can't convince me to like it either. So anyways, yeah, 9 out of 10. And before I go, I gotta talk about something here. Sports Illustrated said near perfect pay-per-view debut. That's a good compliment there. And it was, I believe it was from John Moore of Pro Wrestling Net, from Pro Wrestling.net, to say, excuse me. And he pointed out that suffers that Ring of Honor and New Japan Pro Wrestling problem of having too many matches. Yeah, it is what it is, I guess, right? 411 Mania scores the pay-per-view 8 out of 10, saying, I find All In to be a tremendously fun show with a lot of good to great wrestling and an absolutely great atmosphere. And by the way, when it comes to the atmosphere, the theme, the stage, and all that, it was awesome. The production wasn't perfect, but it was still good for what it was. And he said, okay, what else? Okay, Taz and Bryan Danielson, aka Daniel Bryan in WWE, praised this event and its production and the quality of the matches. The Rock Dwayne Johnson praised Cody Rhodes for his championship win on Twitter. Wrestling Observer newsletter journalist Dave Meltzer said, "Great success." I agree. He was happy for losing the bet. There you go. Dave Meltzer is in his own words, but in a good way. The Over the Budget Battle Royal, best laid out Battle Royal he had ever seen. It was too. Our Wrestling Inc. The most important thing for the group was to put a memorable show that satisfied the hardcore fans, while also entertaining more casual fans who were seeing a lot of the wrestlers for the first time and were not watching being the elite every week. Yeah. And Voicing of Wrestling said, All In was not only a great pay-per-view, but a historical event in pro wrestling history. Everything on the show felt fresh and felt rewarded as a viewer. The Ringer. I don't know what the Ringer is, but just the Ringer basically praised All In calling it one of the greatest wrestling show in recent memory. And Dave Meltzer, when it comes to the 6 matches on the card, 4 stars or higher. And he said this, and also despite the main event being, cut short, Meltzer gave it a 4.5 stars. That main event match. Hey, I ain't mad at that either. So there you go. The love and support, the positive review when it comes to All In. Unlike some people that want to do the All In review in a negative way, because they want to hate it just to hate it. Because for one thing, it's indie wrestling, which I don't understand why. At the end of the day, it's fucking wrestling. And number two, because it didn't involve WWE, they had to hate it. Because All In is not WWE, that means they hate it. That means they don't like it. That means they're not gonna support it, and they won't give it a time or a day. And to them, get off my lawn. In fact, when it comes to us indie wrestling fans, the hardcore wrestling fans overall, get off our lawn. Leave our wrestling promotions alone, and we'll leave yours alone. When it comes to me, on the other hand, I still watch the pay-per-views. I refuse to watch Raw. I refuse to watch SmackDown. And there you go. That's my all-in review. Nothing but positive, except for the fact with the Joy Ryan bullshit. But whatever, right? I used to fans enjoy that segment for whatever reason. That's the thing too. Everyone that was part of that show were amused in a way that the WWE doesn't amuse their people on WWE. What are they doing with Shinsuke Nakamura with him being Nasty's champion? Nothing. What are they doing with Asuka? Because her being on TV on SmackDown? Nothing. What are they doing with Ember Moon? Because her being on TV for Raw? Nothing. Hell, what they did with Austin Aries because of him being on 205 Live. Didn't give him a title. He was not even good enough to be Cruiserweight champion. Hell, not even good enough when he was in NXT. Not even good enough to be NXT champion. Let alone to be a tag team champion, which I understand why, because he got hurt. Because of him being partners with Roderick Strong. But my point is, the talents that were on the show of All In, they were used appropriately. WWE, nothing. But no, people still gonna, they still gonna put money in WWE's pockets. They're still gonna support WWE. Even they know in their own hearts, in their own minds, they know what WWE is doing. When it comes to their product, it's trash, garbage, a dumpster fire. I loathe the WWE for what they did to Shinsuke Nakamura and Asuka. But whatever. I want to leave that on a positive note here. This was the all-in review. I enjoyed the show. I want more of this. Hopefully, In fact, there's gonna be more. There's gonna be another All In 2. I need to look up and see when that's gonna take place and or whatever. George, WWE is the money pit. I agree. And yeah, when it comes to All In, money worth spent. Me paying for All In, $40 plus tax, money worth spent. It was fucking worth it. I got my money's worth, despite the fact about Jordan Ryan and then Jim Jacobs from that All In, show, pre-show, But there you go. And that being said, folks, I'm done. Thank you all for watching. Wow, 2 hours. I went by, which is it's it's good. If you're into it. George, Robert, I agree. Thank you, George. So yeah, there you go. If this is your first time watching me, my name is Robert Serrano Jr., and I am the Natural Born Driller. If you haven't subscribed to me yet, what are you waiting for? Subscribe. Now, normally I will take a shot. I don't have my shot glass, unfortunately, so, But anyways, if you enjoyed this review, thumbs up or thumbs down. Choice is yours, and yours alone. And with that being said, thank you for watching. Take care. Good night. I got more reviews coming up later on. But for now, peace on the streets.